Hi folks, it's NWIS forecaster Gary Nicholson here. Just a quick update on conditions through into Friday and the weekend. Some significant rainfall on the way across Wales and Pennine areas. This is the chart we've got for Friday. It's the low pressure system and zone of a front that's moving in from the southwest, and it's that classic conveyor belt of moisture that will just give relentless rain over many hours across Wales and extending further into Pennine areas by Friday afternoon and evening. A classic setup then. These frontal waves are really the big rainmakers across the mountains, where they just sit in place and wring themselves out like a sponge. The upshot of that is likely to be some considerable flooding across Wales through into later Friday and Saturday. Much different story across Scotland. We're in a cold and very windy air mass here. It's a story of gales or severe gales across the mountains for at least part of the day. Severe wind chill then where you're exposed. Snow and hail showers coming in from the west and will fall to around 500 metres or so, will lie easily across the Munros. Maybe only a dusting, but nevertheless a covering across that higher terrain. Those most frequent then across western and northwestern mountains, very few getting toward the eastern side of Scotland. Let's show you some rainfall totals, and this is off a fairly coarse resolution model, which means it won't pick out every detail of the topography, and it's over the next 5 days ahead, but bear in mind the rainfall, most of it is in the next 48 hours or so. And even this is showing 50 to 75 mil across Wales and a total around 50 mil across the southern Pennines. Notice difference across Scotland. You've got the showers in the west, very little, if anything, toward the east. If we zoom in and look at one of the higher resolution models, this through until early Saturday, and we start to pick up on totals in excess of 100 mil across Wales, widely in excess of 75 mil, and the highest spot value of 126 mil across the Brecon Beacons. And even this could be more, with the orographic effects just enhancing the rainfall locally. Considerable risk then of significant flooding across the major river systems of mid and south Wales in particular, but pretty widely across Wales with these sorts of rainfall totals. Stay up to date then with official flood warnings in this part of the world this weekend. Rainfall totals to the mid-Pennines, 50-60 mil, look believable from this, from about the Yorkshire Dales toward the Manchester area, so flooding possible across some of the valleys of Lancashire and across Yorkshire as well. Totals for the Derbyshire Peak District showing around the 30-40 mil zone at this stage, but that may total up a bit further, even into Saturday daytime a bit further here. If I just run the rainfall sequence, you'll see how relentless it'll be once it comes into Wales. Friday morning it starts to set in, the heavier colours showing themselves through Friday afternoon across Wales. That expands across the Pennines into the Lake District. The northern side of this frontal zone engages with the cold air, so there's that scope for snow, even below 600 metres for a time across the lakes and Pennines, and briefly even across North Wales if that milder air to the south of the front doesn't quite edge in. Overnight, though, that rain continues across Wales and the southern half of the Pennines. The ripple of the front just sort of moving slightly north and south, so the intensity will vary from place to place, but it continues into Saturday morning, and only really through Saturday afternoon does that rain pull away from Wales and later getting fully out of the way for the Peak District. Elsewhere across Scotland, it's still going to have been a story of snow and hail showers coming in from the west and northwest, and that will continue through into Sunday as well. The focus of the showers may be further across northern regions as the wind just turns around a bit more north to northwesterly into Sunday, and the showers may be just losing their intensity later in the day as pressure begins to build from the west. If you've not seen our latest planning outlook video yet, that's available on our YouTube channel as well, with a bit more info onwards into next week. A chilly pattern is likely to prevail, with the mountains staying broadly sub-zero and some hard frosts overnight in many valleys and glens. Stay up to date with all your local forecasts then, updated daily on our website. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.